Okay, let's do this thing. Listen, I didn't do a Raw review yesterday. The reason why? My whole internet was messed up yesterday, and I could not be able to do a Monday Night Raw review from last night. So I did not get my internet fixed until today, and I did not feel like going back to review Raw again. So we're just gonna move on to NXT, and that's it, okay? And even Raw wasn't even that bad, but it's Raw, and so maybe it's best just to skip the Raw review and just move on to the next thing. So, NXT. Well, we do kick it off with NXT though tonight. Obviously, with the most pushed people on this whole show, Toxic Attraction. We gotta just keep pushing that group and whatnot. Toxic Attraction went against Io Shirai, Casey Catanzaro, and JC Jane, which came through the crowd by the way too. Zoe Stark is hurt. I did find that out today. I guess from that ladder match, which I believe she tore her ACL and meniscus, but she did have a successful surgery. So Zoe Stark basically is going to have to heal right now. So that does suck for her being out. A very good 6-woman tag, though, to kick off the entire show. Let me just say, JC Jane doing another dive out of the ring. Damn near kills herself and whatnot. Botching it. Leg hits the rope. So really needs to watch that whole thing. But basically, though, this was, like I said, wasn't a bad match. Dolan ended up taking out Caden Carter with like a roll up and then like a big, almost like somewhat power bomb type of move. Wasn't a power bomb, but at least like picking her back up after doing the roll up move. So a very good match to kick off the entire show. Toxic Attraction getting the win, of course. So not a bad 6-woman tag out there. Um, Next after that though, Pete Dunne, who honestly I remember the last time I seen Pete Dunne on this show in a while now. Basically, talk about Tony D'Angelo has been calling him out as other wrestlers, and Pete Dunne basically said, he can do whatever he wants because he's the baddest man around in NXT. Carmelo and Trick Williams start talking about Pete Dunne. Then Pete said, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you want to go one-on-one tonight, let's go. So we're going to get that later on tonight. So yeah, Pete Dunne, we haven't really seen Pete Dunne in a while now. Ever since I think the last time we saw him was teaming up with Rich Holland before they moved him up to SmackDown. So Pete Dunne back on his own now at this point. They had a cinematic, I guess, segment with MSK. I have no idea what these guys were talking about. They got to the location they were going to, or whatever they're finding, and then they said they got to take a plane because it's like 400 something miles away. I had zero clue what MSK was talking about. I did not even know where it was going. But it's Toxic Attraction was still kind of out there posing and whatnot with the titles. Kaylee Ray came out there and basically passing right by them. Went against Saray. Very good match. I haven't really seen Kaylee Ray in a while. Now we had some promos and everything saying where does she fit into this new NXT. But she was back with NXT though again, going against Saray. Saray, I don't even know where they're going with her at this point. I think she's just kind of jobbing and whatnot right now. I'd still like that drop kick she does, but Kaylee Ray, of course, got the win with the gory bomb. So Kaylee Ray won the match right there. Hopefully, we'll see where this goes with her since she's back in NXT now to see where she fits in this whole thing. Um, Boa went against Joe Gacy, or I should say the Great Muta, whatever number 6.0. Listen, the match wasn't all that bad until the finish. The lights go red, and then all of a sudden, Boa, I guess, is doing that damn Tongan death grip, whatever that whole thing was. So yes, he has special powers now. And it looked bad. The crowd, you could look at the crowd's faces out there. They was like, what the hell is this? It looked really stupid. I don't even know why this was a thing. Okay, this looked very, very bad. Boa, I don't even know where they're pushing this thing or this TN Shy, and now he's got face paint now, which it was a DQ finished in and whatnot. So Joe Gacy still did get a win from here, but I don't get what's with the I don't know. It's like almost with the Ballard thing, with the demon, popping back up with the red lights, or like Bray Wyatt when he was the Fiend and everything. But this Boa, I don't think Boa's really that good in general, but I don't get where they're going with the face paint now. And now he's got like special Tongan death grip powers for some reason, and the lights go red. That looked very bad and looked really silly. So that wasn't good. I know they interviewed Solo Sikoa, Grayson Waller, and Eli Drake back there, basically saying, it's going to be a triple threat match tonight. Eichmann, Jiro, and Kushida, who are now Team Jacket, as my co-host would say. It looked like they're just kind of putting all the Japanese guys together and whatnot, which I swear Gail Kim has said that in the past too. I think she said about the Kabuki Warriors, if I'm not mistaken, in an interview about what putting the same people that Japanese in some type of team or group. Is this really looking like with Kushida and Jiro? Because I saw the clip of them wearing like the collegiate gear last week, and now it's them going against the Diamond Mine, the Creed brothers out there. Um, I don't know where they got Kushida going, but he's Marty McFly again. I know that. Um, Basically, the match itself, the Creed brothers did get the win, though, onto Jiro and whatnot, the gut wrench power bomb. The Diamond Mine attacked after, but Odyssey Jones came in and made the save and whatnot. So, match wasn't bad or anything, even the finish, Jones coming out there too, but I don't know where this team jacket thing is really gonna go. Toxic Attraction basically talk about that we still, we're still the champions and whatnot. With Kaylee Ray passing them by, what does that mean? Next thing you know, Raquel Gonzalez, some would say like Undertaker, showing up on a motorcycle, showed up, looked at Mandy, said, "Make sure you keep that title warm for me." Okay, she basically drove away as Raquel came out, basically called out Dakota Kai. And whatnot. Dakota Kai came out saying it was so great hitting you with a shovel. She was about to say something else to Cora Jade, attacked them from behind. Gonzalez ended up walking up behind Cora Jade and, pulling her back. Hey, Chiquita, listen, I understand you want her, but I get her first. Got it? So Gonzalez basically, I guess, telling Cora Jade, you gotta wait your turn and whatnot. Andre Chase had another skit calling people dumbasses in his classroom for being late and sleeping in his class. I have no idea where this is going with him, but I do find him hilarious, though, sometimes. He's all calm, but then he gets pissed off all of a sudden, just cursing up a storm then. So, that is funny. The Grizzled Young Vets, I guess, were learning how to get free DoorDash food or taking the phone or robbing some guy, but they got I don't know, get free DoorDash food with Cash App and whatnot. I don't know how they robbing people, but obviously it's some type of technological way of doing it, though. Almost like skimming cards or something. Cameron Grimes went against Rufang. Cameron Grimes won. Duke Hudson came out, and he got a whole bunch of what chants, which I felt the guy almost lost control of his own promo, and he didn't know what to do, but Grimes saved him out there, because I felt like Hudson was trying to remember his own lines and whatnot, but Grimes basically, I've been here before in the grimy, the hole and whatnot, but now I'm rich, I got money, I get into Wall Street and whatnot. I play dumb sometimes, but I'm smarter than what I look, okay? But Duke Hudson says, I cannot lose. You don't lose like people like me shouldn't be losing. So I guess now it's going to be a poker showdown next week. So will they go back to Swingers Palace 2.0 to finish this poker game between Duke Hudson and Cameron Grimes? I don't know, but I guess all the chips are on the table and everybody's going all in. So we'll see how much money is on the line next week in that whole little group. Solo Sikoa went against Eli Drake, went against Grayson Waller. Not a bad match out there. Sikoa, of course, was getting the win, got the splash on Eli Drake, which I was actually surprised he took the pinfall. I thought Waller may have would have taken the pinfall, but they had Eli Drake take the pin. Sikoa, he is interesting, so obviously, I know he's the third Uso brother and whatnot. I think he's going to be on the main roster soon enough at some point. I know they showed Braun Breaker during the European tour and whatnot, even talking about Ciampa, because they are both of them on the European tour, it looks like. So, he's still calling out for that title. Indy Hot One Purge Parada talked about what's next after losing the tag titles and trying to get them back. As Indy was out to talk about Dexter, Mr. Tony D'Angelo shows up and got a dead fish for Indy and whatnot. If you get the message, okay, he's a god, here's some money. Your boy's gonna be sleeping with the fishes, all right. Dexter, he's gonna be sleeping with all the fishes. That's why we should all be handing people dead fishes, capiche? Elektra Lopez went against Erica Yan. Elektra Lopez won. Elektra Lopez wants to see Zion Quinn right now, basically offering him to join Legado de Fantasma. Here's a question. Where's Santos Escobar, and who made her the leader? Basically, Quinn was like, she thought Lopez was amazing, but he can't get down with Legado. DJ Z and them tried to say, no, you don't walk away from Legado and whatnot. Quinn made quick work of them after that. Next, Lopez tried to hit Dion Quinn, but Quinn grabbed her, spun her around, and of course, as he was real close to her, obviously she wants the D and whatnot. As Beth said, you could feel the sexual tension in the room. And then, Legado got back in. I remember somebody in the crowd saying, like, what y'all gonna do? Get y'all asses kicked again? which got a point right there. They got beat the first time, which they're going to think they're going to beat him the second time. So obviously, there's something going on with this whole Elektra Lopez and Zion Quinn thing. I'm not really sure, but we'll see what happens. War Games is back. NXT. Well, I don't know if they say NXT Takeover, but it did say War Games on there, so at least there is takeovers. I believe it is if War Games is coming back, because I don't know if War Games is still happening in that. So maybe it is if War Games is coming. Kyle O'Reilly was in the back being interviewed about Von Wagner, saying, he doesn't know if he should be going for, world title or the tag titles. Was he supposed to be a singles guy? Why is he tagging with this Von Wagner dude again? Which Imperium showed up until Wagner showed up. Then they backed down after that. But O'Reilly should be going more for a singles title than going for the tag titles right now. He was already going for tag titles when he was in Undisputed Era. But then again, his contract is coming up in the next month. So will Kyle O'Reilly even still be in this company when it's all said and done? So we'll see what happens with that. In the main event, though, Pete Dunne, big happy birthday champ for him. It is his birthday today, I guess. He went against Carmelo Hayes. A very good match kick off the show. Obviously, I thought it was the best match on the entire show tonight. So I did like this a lot between both Pete Dunne and Carmelo. Dexter Lumis was on commentary, if you want to call it commentary, as he sat there. Basically, Trick tried to get involved, but Lumis took him down. Mello, I guess, was distracted on the other side, which I guess was a hand or something. Ended up being Johnny Gargano. But Pete Dunne ended up getting a bitter in for the win. Gargano showed from above, emerged from above the ring and whatnot. And thumbs up Dexter and everything. So, yes, basically Dexter and Gargano getting some payback. And a good win for Pete Dunne right here. I haven't really seen Pete Dunne in a while, so at least I was glad to see him back on here. Because I don't know what was going to happen with Pete Dunne on NXT when you think about it. I haven't really seen him. He hasn't been on the show. So, obviously something is now happening for Pete Dunne. So at least he is back, okay? Overall, NXT, I thought it was good on some levels and whatnot. Not the worst show, but pretty good show out there in some ways. That Boa shit looks really dumb. Let me say that right off the bat. Especially just this whole mystical diamond grip, whatever. The Elektra Lopez thing, like his thing. Why was she being, interested in Zion Quinn to join Legado de Fantasma if all he did was dance last week? So she's impressed by his dancing? I just kind of want to think about that for a second. Eichmann, Jiro, and Kushida still don't know how that is a team. Of course, Toxic Attraction is getting pushed to the freaking moon out there. So there you go. Like I said, it's not what I can say about this. It's a pretty good main event, though, okay? But other than that, that's my review of NXT. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Hood890. I am out of here. See you guys then. Peace out.